When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Hi and welcome in 88 miles per hour, and today I'm really proud to welcome Cosmo. How are you?
I'm good.
And you're gonna make one of the best runs there is, Ocarina of Time, any percent. You're ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sure. And you wanted to make a run in less than 20 minutes, an estimate?
Yeah, I would like
minutes.
really like to get a run under 20 minutes. That would be great.
Okay, let's try. Let's do that.
All right.
So first to say with the C, it's really short. It makes, so you told me that only one letter is something like 12, 13 frames faster on the whole run.
Yeah, I forgot how many times they say your name, but every time they say your name, that's one more frame you lose.
So that makes a lot of frame at the end, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
right.
Let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
And we have a little bit of time anyway from this great intro sequence that we can't skip at all anyway. There is this 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Why do you keep it in the run, actually? You can't make a save at the beginning. There is no way to do that, to remove the
You
cutscene?
could. It's just kind of, we've always timed these games and Zelda speedruns using the file select. So the moment you start the file is
it's
kind of...
maybe time to change. Try to imagine how many minutes you lost in your life watching this first cutscene. Hours
I
of
know,
hours.
just in the last year, I think I've done at least 800 attempts.
So 800 times 3 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes some hours.
Yeah, some hours.
But at least it's a nice one. We can see the beginning of the story. And for us, we have something to tell. But most of the runs now, when there is a big intro like that, they're removing it. Not on Portal 1, Portal 2 also, they have to keep the intro, which is even longer. It's 4 minutes in Portal 2. It's really long.
How long is it in Portal 1?
In Portal 1, I think it's quite short. It's shorter, but this one is one of the longest there is. And you're already mashing the buttons to get the text box really fast. You are playing on an IQ. We'll talk about that at the end, but why would you take an IQ? It's not Japanese people, it's Chinese right now.
Yes.
But we'll have time at the end because we'll talk about over the endings to explain the IQ, show the IQ, and talk about why you choose the IQ for this run. What will be really hard in what we're gonna see today?
The hard parts
are... The hardest part, even if there is many hard parts, actually.
The hardest part, the single hardest part, is the Midos skip, which
is really new.
It's very new. It makes this run possible because you can skip the Kokiri sword. It's a new route. Before, it wasn't really thought of as a route that could be fast. And now with this, it makes it actually probably around 10 to 15 seconds faster to skip the sword altogether.
But it's really harder to get through Mido.
Yeah, he's the big problem because he won't, as most people who've played the game know, he won't let you through without a sword and shield.
And you won't have a short sword at all.
Yeah, and I skipped the sword, so...
But you should explain him that actually the Deku stick is the best weapon in the game.
Yeah,
you could talk to him and say, hey, listen, it's better than the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, it will break, but I have a special technique that will make it invulnerable. So right now, you just get a stick, which is faster than to get to through the tunnel and everything, through the rock that tries to kill you, and the sword with the animation of getting the sword. And you're going out of the Kokiri village through the forest to actually cut another cutscene with Saria when she will give you the Ocarina.
Yeah.
It's mostly remove cutscene skip thing. And you need 10 rupee to get your first the deco stick to do it's a jump slash at the right time at the perfect place to get through the water.
Yeah, it lets me leave the forest early, and I can do it with a stick and a sword.
So you got the stick now, and let's move to the Kokiri forest.
All right.
So everything is nearly scripted in this run. All the jumps, all the roll, the way you move. It's
all planned out.
Everything is planned out. Yeah, and so if it is shorter than 3 or 4 roll, it's better to backwalk.
Yeah, the longer you go, the more time backwalk would save.
But if it is, I think I talked about that with Marco. He told me that if it is more than 3 or 4 rolls, I think it's 4 rolls.
Then you want to backwalk.
You have to backwalk. It will be faster.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And so everything you did from the beginning is nearly a setup to get it here at the perfect spot.
Oh, got to do a backup strat.
Backup strat. Yeah,
all right, there we go.
It's frame perfect. It's what you need. It's pixel perfect more.
Position is very, very precise, and the jump slash is frame perfect.
So you're using the wall to be at the right spot.
Yeah, I use the wall to get in the corner, and it puts me at just the right spot. So when I backflip, it puts me at the right area I need to stand, and then I can do the jump slash after a side hop.
So here you'll do what you call a Hess.
I do a Wes.
A water extended super slide. You have many names for all the tricks there is in the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of silly tricks, and one's coming up right here after I get to Hyrule Field.
So this is faster to get out through the forest than through the normal, just because of the cutscenes.
Yep.
So that's here.
Right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the recoil off the wall gives me a lot of speed, and then it gets me in the water. And then the water, when I go onto land, I can keep the speed if I hold the control stick just right. And I can skip the owl, so I don't have to talk to the owl. It saves like a lot of time.
Yeah, because it's really long. She's talking. I don't know. I don't remember what she's talking about here, but it's not interesting anyway. And you know the game. You don't need advices anymore.
Right.
That's fine. And we are coming here for only one reason: the bottle. And that's the fastest bottle you can get in the game using the cuccos.
Yeah.
And that's one of the RNG based of the run. It's here. You need them to be nice, and you told me they will be all the time at nearly the same spot, but they can move a little bit from where they should be, and it can change how much time you need to make it to make them go back to where they belong.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. Like sometimes you have to walk further, and then that wastes time.
And you know the difference between, I would say, a bad and a good RNG on the cuccos?
I'd say it's probably around 10 seconds.
Okay, and which is a lot when you see on this run where there is only a few seconds between the first, the second, and the third one.
Mm-hmm.
There is so many things that could go wrong in that run. You need as much as RNG as you can, because other stuff that can go really bad. So here you have a jump to do, but you do it without even watching where you're going. It's really impressive. Yeah. It's really precise because it's only 1 pixel thick. The I don't know exactly the fence. Yeah.
I use the fence here as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's up again here.
So I want this one to be close to the ladder, so I don't have to chase it up.
I think it's okay. It's not so bad. Come
on.
This
is alright.
We have good cuccos today. Be nice. Come on, move. So you can manipulate their behavior a little bit, the way you walk, the way you where you are.
Yeah.
They're trying to actually avoid you.
They head away from you, so you can kind of stand in certain places to make them go where you want them to go.
And we got the bottle, and now we just need a little bug inside it.
Yep, the bug's under the rock.
They're always under these rocks.
Mm-hmm, every time.
Every time. You can't miss it. So you equip the bottle and get the bug inside it. This will be really useful for the glitch we'll see later after Gohma.
Yep.
No, we need to get to Gohma, and which is really hard. You reset here to get back to the Kokiri forest, to the Kokiri house of Link.
Yeah, it's faster than going back through the field. When you're,
If you get back to the village right now, you will have to talk to the Saria, to the hall, where everything is removed. The console consider that you are already out.
Well, it only triggers that cutscene if I'm leaving the forest.
Not if you're getting in.
Right, so I could come in and then leave, and then it would play.
The triggers are made that way.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
It's based on the loading zone.
So you're going back here to buy 2 Deku sticks and 1 shield, because you'll need the shield to make what you call ISG, the Infinite Sword Glitch. It's a special trick you're using by focusing and using the crush tab. And it stores actually the latest sword. Okay, I'll leave you alone here because it's really hard.
That was early. Need to get the next frame, hopefully.
Come on, game, be nice.
There it is. We are. Hopefully I can get
We made it, because it's really hard sometimes, you told me. Because what you used here is what you call pause buffering. The pause buffering is something quite simple. To move.
Right.
Oh, yes, you made it on the first try. Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah. Other than the extra pauses, that was a good Midos skip.
Yeah, that was. For now, it's a really neat run. We are at 9 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yeah, it's possible to get in the tree in under 10 minutes. That's really solid.
That's really nice. So I was talking about the pause buffering you're using, because pressing pause really fast allows you to move from frame to frame in the game, which is easier, of course, to make frame perfect tricks, but you lose a lot of time doing it. So you need to do it as less as you can. When you're making a world record run right now, do you still pause buffering here, or do you just try and pray to make it work?
Ideally, I would do 1 pause, but that's to equip. I have to equip the shield anyway.
Yeah.
So during the pause, I can
you can check if it is the right frame or not.
Yeah, that's the idea.
So here you're gonna use the ISG. So you're focusing on the enemy, and your DQ stick is making a lot of damage, and it can't break anymore.
That's right.
And you do that to get these nuts, because it will be useful against Gohma.
Yeah, I need Gohma, the Deku Nuts to stun Gohma, so I can kill Gohma.
And another trick here. So you made again an ISG. Oh.
That's another part that has luck in it. With
and Navi is talking to you now.
Yeah, that's the problem, getting hit there. Wastes a lot of time.
Why do you make an ISG here?
So I can hover off the second skull shell.
It's just for that. Just to get on the right position, because you want to drop on this Sculptor.
Yeah.
And you need the ISG for that, because you're not hitting any... Okay, that's for this?
Yeah, that's for that.
Okay.
And then this too, I'm standing in midair.
Okay. So right now you're making 2 frame perfect jump slash with the stick, which is unbreakable because you use the ISG. And perfect.
Oh, this might... Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Perfect. Awesome.
Maybe it's the urn.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, here's Gohma. This is scary.
We are at 11:44. And Gohma is scary because there is another tricks.
Yeah, this is pretty crucial.
What you call the Gohma skip?
The Gohma clip. I have to
because you need to clip through the wall. This wall actually will be closed right now. It will close here. And using her to push you through the wall, you can kill her through the wall, and you won't see the cutscene. That's the main idea. But it's hard. I'll leave you alone because you'll need some sound. Yes.
All right. Perfect. Great.
We made it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's an awesome run for now. We are at 12:42.
So now I want to reload the room to get rid of that big stone block that I just clipped through. And
we're gonna see the big major skip of the run. Actually, the Wong Warp, that's why you get a bottle, that's why you get a bug, that's why you had to kill Gohma, that's why everything has to be made here, because actually you're gonna... We'll talk about that at the end also, because it's really interesting how it's work and how you can even found these kind of glitches. Special setup here, you need to be at the perfect place.
Okay. Okay.
So normally you should have got through this teleport stuff.
That should work.
That should work.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and we are at the end of the game after Ganondorf, directly on the top of the castle.
Yep. So
Amazing.
yeah, that's the craziest break in the game.
Yeah, because you're moving from one cutscene to another. That's the main idea. From actually, the door is not the right one. When you're opening this door, it's not really scratching the the whole world of Hyrule. And I don't know. It's really a kind of metaphysic thing. It's the physics is completely broken anyway, and you're moving in time and space really fast through this door, and you can get to the end as a young Link, which is amazing. And there will be another really hard skip here.
Yeah, this is
with
lets
an
you
ISG
skip.
again, escape skip here.
Yeah,
Because normally here there's a whole tower to go across it, but you won't be able to do it with a young Link anyway. You can't kill any Stalfos or anything. It would be really hard.
I could still kill them, but it lets me. This lets me skip going down, which is great.
And here you need to get hit by a. Oof, not the right.
Yeah, not the right direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that was almost gonna work, but then I dropped it.
So you have a backup strat here?
Yeah, I have a backup
Zelda?
strat. I will use Zelda to get through. So I need to wait till a rock is about to fall.
So use the shadow to know where it is?
Oh, whoops. I had it, but I dropped it. Where is it? Here we go. Close.
Hopefully when you hit a rock, you're not losing any energy.
Yeah, it's because when you roll, you're invincible.
Are we good?
This should work. Yeah. So that lets me, it warps me to the wrong coordinates, and I can get to the bottom of the tower.
And you're using, again, a kind of wrong warp here.
Yeah.
You are in OB, you're out of bounds, and you hit the final door, and the final loadings trigger, and you'll get to the final fight. But how can you fight with only a Deku stick? That's crazy. Poor Ganon. Oh, it will be time for a kiss, I think.
If I can get in there. Oh, not quite.
Reset. We're at 16 minutes.
All right.
I think we can do below 20.
I think so,
I
actually.
think so.
Yeah,
we can maybe do below 20 minutes.
I think it can
that would be
happen.
amazing. That's a really beautiful run for a live. It's crazy, really.
Hopefully I don't get killed by Ganon.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah. That shouldn't happen
Because
as long as I'm quick.
It's one-shot kill.
Yeah, Ganon does 4 damage.
And you have
with
3
hit,
hearts.
and I have 3 hearts.
Yeah, so you won't be able to survive that.
Yeah.
So you're using again for Ganon the ISG.
Yeah.
You will store actually a slash jump inside your Deku stick, and you will hit it every time you can. Each frame is available to be hit with a 4 damage stick, as good as a Master Sword.
Yeah, same damage as Master Sword, which is good because Ganon, you're supposed to use the Master Sword against
that's
him.
the only way to kill him. He didn't know that he was really vulnerable to Deku sticks. That's a special thing that the Deku Tree made for us.
Yeah, thank you, Deku Tree.
Thank you, Deku Tree. The final cutscene. That's really crazy, this wrong warp. And you're too small, but you are actually hovering a little bit in the cutscene. That's funny.
Yeah, if he pops up.
Yeah.
If you look at his feet, he's
he's flying a little
floating in
bit,
the air
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, here we can see that it's not normal to be here with as a young Link anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't crash though. It
Yeah,
still
you're
works.
lucky that it doesn't crash.
Yeah.
So you made this slash jump to store the 4 of the 4
The 4 damage.
the 4 damage slash jump that when you do the ISG you'll get 4 damage every time you hit him.
So if I miss the first ISG, I'm gonna dodge the attack.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna back up and try to get it, but that'll waste time. So hopefully I do it first try.
Let's hope for that because you need 2 ISG because there is two phases of Ganon. Ganon, I think. As the stress is really too high.
All right, here. Got it.
Yeah. So we can see that you're eating it a lot. Do you see it? Yeah, it's okay. Come on, die. Yeah.
So
First one is
phase
okay.
Yeah, that was
Last
good.
ISG, and it will be. We know that it will be the end of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go to the Master Sword, which is actually a Kokiri sword now. But it has the power of a Master Sword.
Oh, I missed. Run. There we go.
Whoa.
It was scary.
Come on, die. Die. So you manipulate his behavior right now.
Yes.
By moving forward and backward. Yes. I'm ready to hit time, and I'll tell you what you did.
All right, hopefully under 20.
You tell me time, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Look at this Deku stick. It's so strong.
And time.
1942.
Excellent, under 20.
1942 for a live run. Well, it's amazing. Really, it's amazing. I can show you. You'll see it on the screen anyway, but we have 1942. You made it. Less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Whew. Yeah, it's a hard route, especially when you skip the Kokiri sword. It makes it a lot more hard.
So actually your world record, because we can talk a little bit about that now, it's 1832,
Yes.
which is 1 minute and 10 seconds less than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically only, where is it you're gaining time, you think, compared to this run? Because it seems pretty optimal. There is only the last skip on the tower. I think maybe you lost a minute there. I'm not sure.
No, I didn't lose a minute there, but I definitely lost probably 30 seconds. So then I probably lost about the other time just in different parts.
Yeah, they were the scutula.
Getting knocked down there wastes a lot of time.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
when we see how hard it is already, these runs, to make all the things going well, it's so damn hard. That's why you need so many tries, I think.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty practiced with everything. It's just a matter of trying over and over until I can get a really good run. Like the current record now, the 1832 run, I made one big mistake and everything else was like pretty
With
good.
the Deku scrubs?
Yeah, I missed.
What you did perfectly in this run.
Yeah, so that's
You earned something like 10, 12 seconds. Do you think you lost because
I think
of
I lost
the Deku scrubs?
Yeah, something like that. So that would be good. I think under 1820 would be a big accomplishment.
1820? Because
Yeah.
I think your sum of best is at 1802, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it's not quite under 18, so I don't know if under 18 will ever happen, but maybe. I mean, it's Ocarina of Time and there's been a lot found, so
Yeah.
there'll probably be more little things.
Maybe there will
found.
be even new skip. Maybe you
Yeah.
get over one day below 18 minutes. Because when the first time you were something like below 20, you were like, okay, we'll never get below that. I remember something like a year ago when you had the world record.
Yeah.
And you were like already, whoa, that's amazing, below 20. And you just made it live. That's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
The improvement on these runs have been all the runs, because I would like to talk about all the runs of Ocarina of Time, all the type of runs there is. All of them are getting improved all the time. That's crazy for a game which is nearly 20 years old.
Yeah. People just spend a lot of time working on this game and just like really analyzing it and trying to figure stuff out. So even when the game is this short now, there's still like things that people find, like the Midos skip. And
It was Bluebibla, you told me?
yes, the
It's the
Tasser
Tasser,
figured out
yeah.
he figured out a way of doing it.
We'll watch together his task after this one.
Mhm.
If people want on YouTube, there will be another. We'll comment together the TS, because it's really amazing too. Even if there is not the latest tricks inside it, it's really interesting to watch, and you'll see what's possible if you're doing a TS of that game, which is also amazing.
Yeah.
And the different routes are changing so fast and all the time. It's really interesting to see how the people and the community is working on the game, because right now I think on Zelda speedrun there is more than 500 official speedrunners of the game.
Yeah, more than 500 people. I
That's
think
crazy. I mean, that's maybe the biggest community of our game.
Yeah, I think over 300 people beat it in under 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
Which is like a lot, yeah.
I thought it would be Mario 64 or something like that, but it's not. It's Zelda. Ocarina of Time is aura is so huge, so wide that even you, I think you're a bit younger than me, I think, and you played the game when you were young, but it was when it was released or after?
Yeah, it was when it was released.
Okay, because many people like Marco in France, you know, is 19 years old, is nearly the same age as the game, but he played it because his big brother told him, hey, that's a good game. He fell in love in the game and he started running it.
Yeah, there's some people of all ages who play this game, who speedrun it and work on it. And yeah, like the person who has the second fastest time, Skater, he's pretty young too.
Are you scared?
Oh, well, we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah. You have the world record right now on 1832. Maybe it will be beaten when the video will be watched by the people, but I hope that it will be improved a little bit, because there is a little bit improvement to be done, a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And we can talk a little bit, like we said earlier, about the IQ, why you are running on the IQ, and what's the big advantage of it?
Well, this is the IQ, and
I'll show pictures of.
Yeah.
No worries, it's the magical of editing.
And yeah, it's the version of the N64 that was released in China. They had to release
It's official. It's an official N64. But all the games are stored inside it. That's if I understood well.
Yeah, on the back there's a little flash cart that can store the games. And basically Nintendo had to release it like this because there's this console ban in China that was actually recently repealed. But
so, actually, they were not selling a console; they were selling only a controller.
See, I think it was legal to sell it as a plug-and-play device, but not as like a console. So they had to make this thing. It's very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this was made in 2003, which was much later than the N64. So some of the hardware is more optimized. So there's like less lag. Compared to the Wii Virtual Console version.
Which is actually one of the most used versions.
Yeah, it's one of the most used versions for this game. But it's pretty close in terms of like how fast it is for any percent, but this has a bit of an advantage. I'm not sure how much it is now, but with the new route, maybe around 10 seconds or something.
Yeah.
But
10 seconds is a lot.
Yeah, for this in short category.
In average, it makes a lot.
Yeah.
So if you want to get the world record right now, you need to play on an IQ. There is. You think it's a big advantage to play on it?
It's a good advantage to have because another thing is the Virtual Console. When they mapped the control stick, they did the sensitivity kind of weird. So doing the S glitch, like the West and the Hess, like those glitches are kind of hard to do on the GameCube controller when you're playing on Virtual Console. And this one is kind of like the N64 stick. And it's kind of programmed the same way, so it's good.
It feels
to do
more
that.
like the classical controller. Of
yeah,
the
yeah, it feels kind of like N64. The only thing is, there's a couple things that are not good. When you pause the game, when you unpause, there's a lot of lag, and so it makes it difficult to advance frames when you're doing pause buffering. So I think that's kind of bad, and also the resets are pretty slow too. Because
there is another title screen. There is a first title screen of the IQ, which is not the same as N64.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the GameCube version of Ocarina of Time, was the kind of slow reset with an extra menu. So
it's 1 second every time you reset, something like that. And there is 2 resets in this route.
Well, this route has the 1 reset, but there's for other routes there's a lot of saves used, and I think what I want to do is time. Actually, I think maybe after I'm done with any percent, I could get into maybe something like all dungeons. And it's kind of funny because there's like a lot of different versions of the game that might be good for that, because even though the N64 is kind of laggy and like it's kind of slow, it has some exclusive 1.0 glitches that could actually save some time. And like right now, currently, ZFG has got the all dungeons record on the N64 version, which is interesting, using a different route.
Always in Japanese.
Oh yeah, the Japanese version. Yeah. The US version is like the same as the Japanese version, but just the text is different, and then the PAL version's very slow.
talking about the PAL version, because we're in France and because you are crazy, I think, you wanted to try a run on the PAL version in French, because it will be even funnier for us to see the French titles, which are the slowest you can even imagine, really.
Yeah.
And you'll see that it's weirder than you think. You made an estimate, you told me before, about 30 minutes to finish the game in PAL.
Yeah.
We'll try. We'll make another video. You can be sure of
The
that,
PAL
because
challenge.
I want to try. I want to see that happening one day. A PAL version. Maybe you'll get the world record on the PAL version, because nobody's running it anyway. I don't think there is one. Any percent less? No, I don't think so.
I don't think anyone's done PAL in under 30 minutes.
It will be more for fun, but it will be. I think it will be funny to see you struggle with the game.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
This Master Sword that we have seen only a little bit of time in this run.
Yeah.
IQ.
IQ.
It's even written here. Thank you very much, Cosmo, for this run. It was amazing.
I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, that was great. And we have the final cutscene with Zelda. And anyway, it's a reset ending, like they like to do in Nintendo's game. It will wait for you forever there. It thinks that, okay, it's time to turn off the device now.
Yep.
Okay. Who is that girl? I never met her before.
Yeah, the plot. If you haven't played the game, the plot doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense. You can watch many let's plays of the run anyway. You can play it yourself. Please play Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
on
great
the Virtual
game.
Console, the emulation is quite good, really. The video quality is better, I think, also on Virtual Console, and you can play it on emulator on everything. So you have no excuse to not play Ocarina of Time. And it's a neat run. It's a neat game for speedrunners. So please try too if you want to try speedrunning. It's an interesting game. Maybe not for starting. It's maybe too hard. What would you say?
Well, there's a lot of different ways to play it. Like what you saw here is not all of Ocarina of Time. There's a lot of different things people do with it. So I'd say give it a try and see what you like to do with it.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Cosmo, again.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And see you next time. Bye-bye.